Hey friends! Halloween is coming up real soon, and this year I wanted to do something different. I wanted to paint my windows. Now you gotta know that in Belgium we don't really celebrate Halloween, so I'm pretty much the only one, well not pretty much, I'm the only one in the area, or at least in the nearby streets, that decorates my house and the windows for Halloween. So I can't really go all out like they do in America and stuff, unfortunately. So I had to keep it quite subtle, but then again, subtlety is not really my strong point, so I'm not sure I succeeded. But I kept it really kid friendly because there's a nearby school, a nearby preschool, and I just know that if I would do bloody hands and stuff like that, parents would complain, so I kept it really fun and kid-friendly. And this video is going to be about how I did it, so I'm going to show you how I did it, but I'm also going to do a review on the product I used, which is these edding markers. They're called chalk markers or window markers. They're the same. This is paint that you can use on glass, on mirrors, on certain other surfaces, and it just washes off, so that is great. No mess. So I'm going to be talking about how to use them and the problems I ran into, the pros and cons, and then I'm going to show you how I'm doing my second window. They look like this. They have a really big white tip, but you also have these with a really fine tip. Since I'm going to be doing really big windows, I needed these big tip ones. So I got 3 of them. I got a black one, an orange one, and a white one. So I'm going to explain to you guys how they work, the pros and cons that I discovered, the problems I ran into, the things I like about them, and the things I don't like about them. This is not a sponsored video or anything like that. I just discovered this product. I've been testing it out for days now, and I think I have a pretty good idea of the things you can do with them and the things that they might not be so suitable for. So I'm going to explain how they work, and then I'm going to do my second big window, and you can just see me do it and get inspired. They're not cheap, but art and craft tools usually aren't, so yeah, that's just something you have to think of. Like, do you want to spend that kind of money on something you're going to be washing off in a couple of weeks? Or do you want to do a decoration that you can use year after year? Because obviously these are washable, so you paint your windows, thank God. Can you imagine what painting your window with a Halloween decoration and then, oh my God, it's a permanent marker. Oh. I have to be honest, I only bought 3 and I've been having problems with 2 of them. The black one started leaking right away. It started leaking right here. What happened is paint got out this way because this part was loose. I thought it was just because people had dropped it, but then my dad had to look at it and he said, I think if you tighten it, it will be okay. So I tightened it really well, and he was right, it's okay now. I lost a lot of paint this way though, so just saying that, maybe check if it's nice and tight before you start using these. And then the orange one has a problem that too much paint is coming out of the tip. So even if I color really gently, it starts dripping. So this problem is now fixed, but I think I lost at least half of the paint in this before I realized I could fix it. And then this one, I don't know how to solve, and I'm just kind of working around the problem. The white one is the only one that's working properly for me. I don't know, maybe I just got unlucky with the ones that I got. So I'm not saying they're bad at all, I'm just, you know, saying how it is. I bought 3, 2 of them have been having issues. However, I was still able to work with them, and I already have a window that looks pretty good.
When you buy a marker, make sure the seal is still intact. Shake it really well before your first use. When you think you're done shaking, shake some more because you really gotta shake that thing, trust me. Then move the tip up and down slowly so that it will fill with paint. This may take a while. You want the tip to be completely saturated with paint. Now, before you go out on your street windows, you might want to test some things out first. So, as you can see, you can do different lines depending on how you hold your marker. This is pretty self-explanatory, but I thought I would just show you guys. Filling it up, well, you will see that it is pretty stripy. You cannot really get it to be a nice even surface. That's a little bit annoying, but I think it's just the way the markers work and you just have to deal with it. When still wet, it wipes off really easily with your finger or a paper towel or whatever you have laying around. When it has dried, you just want to use a little bit of water on your rag or on your paper towel and it will come off really easily. Now, I thought some of you guys might feel a little bit insecure about drawing freehand directly, so I decided to try out how these markers behave when you use them with a stencil. I thought it wasn't gonna work, but it actually turned out better than I thought. Nevertheless, I would really recommend using them freehand because that's what they're for. And please don't be insecure about your drawing skills. If you're drawing from the heart, I'm sure it will look fantastic.
Enjoyed seeing how I decorated my street windows for Halloween and that the review on the markers was helpful. If you're excited for Halloween or you just liked watching the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching. Bye!